Love, could you ask Mr. Reagan to get off camera one, please? Could you ask Phil Reagan to get off of camera one? Thank you. Thanks. Good afternoon.
Or is this a highlighter? Okay, I'll just use this one.
Oh, good afternoon, everybody. I'm on the record. I'll have to call you back later. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, officer. How are you today?
I'm well.
Good. Whoever you got ready, bring them on up. Thank you.
We have number of people down here. They just sent us a list a few days ago.
Oh, I didn't copy that, but I imagine you just get the list. You say?
Yeah, we're just getting the list, and we're going to locate the people now.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Step on the block. Hold on.
Officer, could you tell counsel to come in, please? Appreciate you, sir. Good afternoon. Your name?
Damian Holloman, sir.
Damian, excuse me?
Need a mask on. Just
Damian Holloman, sir.
Okay, one moment, your attorney. Yep, got you. Copy. Your attorney is on the way in. Good afternoon, Mr. Cripps. How are you?
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm sorry I was on earlier, but I was doing a federal court hearing at the same time.
No worries. Who do you have, sir?
I have Mr. Raynard Harris for Raymond.
Okay. Raynard Harris. Yep, he's... Let's see if we got a spot. He's on the list, counsel. We don't have the file in the courtroom. As soon as we do, we'll have DDC see if they can bring him out. Is there a number you'd like us to reach you back at once we get the file in the room?
Yes, Your Honor. 313-617-6177.
313-617-6177?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's on Raynard Harris?
Yes.
Okay, counsel. We'll have Officer or Madam Clerk give you a call as soon as we get the file into the courtroom. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Well, thanks for asking. How are you? Good. Okay. So, sir, thank you for your patience. Your name one more time, Mr. Holloman.
Damian Holloman.
Thank you. This is case 200606667, People's State of Michigan vs. Damian Sorrentes Holloman. Counsel. Excuse me. Oh, no interviews? I thought Mr. Reagan said he had like the first set, nothing. I thought he told me he had 7 interviews when I came in. On that list. It's different. So, Mr. Holloman, you've not spoke with an attorney. Is that true?
No.
Have you been?
Did you talk to the guy next door?
No, I talked to the detective.
I'm telling you, didn't talk to the guy next door. Step out.
Oh, my bad.
No, thank you, officer. Gotcha. No worries. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so nobody's been interviewed. I'm doing one right now.
Is that good?
Oh.
She said that, hey, please.
It feels blank. Who's pounding? Oh my god. Yeah, fake it.
He just went off, so it's gonna be.
Nope, we're back on.
Finish doing my other paperwork.
I know if this is possible, officers, we have a retained counsel for Raynard Harris, so he does not need to be interviewed. If it's at all possible, if you could bring that gentleman, court would appreciate it.
Sure. Let me see if he's down here. Harris.
Appreciate it. Raynard? You want it? Yeah, I'll call him.
Belonging to 313617.
Thank you. I'm trying to call him right now. Yep, thank you.
Mailbox belonging to 3136176177 is full and cannot accept new mail.
Yes.
That's that one number, when I was giving you the number, and he was like,
Yeah.
that was that number.
Now he's not answering. Nope, I took it. Mr. Cripps, David Cripps.
Hello?
Mr. Cripps?
Yeah, I'm trying to sign in right now, Judge.
Okay, yep, I see it. All right, thanks. Yep, we got the file and DDC's going to get the Mr. Harris right now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State full name, sir.
Raynard Harris.
Good afternoon, Mr. Harris. This is case 200606664, People State of Michigan versus Raynard Marquise Harris. Counsel.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, David Cripps, P34972, hearing on behalf of Gabi Silver, and we're here representing Mr. Raynard Harris. He would stand mute, waive the reading of the complaint for him.
Thank you. Court, you said waive formal reading, Mr. Cripps?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court, waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Scheduled 2 court dates, Mr. Harris. A probable cause conference October the 2nd, which Friday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Friday, October the 9th, both at 8:30 a.m. at the 36th District Court in front of the Honorable Judge King. Both hearings will be heard via Zoom, which is similar to the technology we're using today. Not guilty is entered as to bond. Brother Counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that Mr. Raynard Harris has no prior criminal history. He has some pretty serious medical problems that we'd like to bring to your attention in terms of bond consideration. He has a severe case of asthma. He takes steroids for his asthma condition. He uses a breathing machine on a daily basis. He also relies upon an inhaler for asthma attacks. He also suffers from severe arthritis and aliodosis. So he's got a quite number of conditions that we're concerned about. I don't think this would be a case that there'd be any problem with my client making all future court dates. In fact, Attorney Gabby Silver was in contact with Corporal David Fitzpatrick with the Detroit Police Department months ago regarding this incident, and was informed it was under investigation and they had not secured a warrant yet. And there was a promise that they would contact us as soon as they secured a warrant so my client could voluntarily turn himself in. So I don't believe he'd be in danger of missing court dates. We don't think he'd be a danger to society. So we're asking the court to consider a personal bond with the GPS tether.
Thank you. And counsel, it's your representation that he surrendered himself to authorities in relation to these allegations?
I believe he has, Your Honor.
Thank you. DDC, can you confirm, did Mr. Harris surrender himself to DDC on this matter?
I have no folders, so there's no way for me to tell you that.
Okay, appreciate. These are very serious allegations, Mr. Harris. The court takes in consideration the information that the well advocacy your counsel has provided to the court. As always, the court is, as stated by counsel, unaware of any capious history or criminal convictions. The court notes the current epidemic facing the nation, your health issues, as well as your ties to the community and the current epidemic facing the nation. Officers, when you do get filed, mark Mr. Harris's file medical for the reasons stated by counsel. The court's had opportunity to review the investigator's report, and it's concerning to the court, given the allegations set forth, not limited to the allegation that the individual, Mr. Harris, left the scene of the location after allegedly driving at a high rate of speed, appears never having obtained a valid driver's license. The court takes into consideration the information alleged investigator's report and the very serious nature of these charges. Mr. Harris, during this bond, sir, there's absolutely no driving. Is that understood?
Okay.
And if you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with a GPS tether, given the information alleged in the investigator's report, not limited to the allegation that you left the scene. Given the serious nature of these charges, the information presented to the court, bond will be set $20,000, 10%. Anything further, counsel?
Not on behalf of Mr. Harris.
Excuse me? Nothing? Okay, good luck, counsel.
Nothing further, Judge.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much, Judge. Have a great day.
You too. Good luck, Mr. Harris.
I have two, but I don't know if he's got the folders or not. Holloman,
We do have some folders. I don't know if they've been interviewed or not. Do you have anything further? You have any other individuals, Mr. Cripps? Looks frozen. Good afternoon. Your name?
Damian Holloman, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Holloman. Officer Love, would you mind telling counsel that we have some people ready? Thank you. Officer Love is going to get your attorney, Mr. Holloman. Stand by one moment, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Holloman, we're ready to proceed. Is this Saginaw on the right?
Yes, sir, but I can't see you. I can only hear you.
I can see and hear you, so it must be on your end. Just one moment, officer. We're going to handle finish an arraignment, then we'll take care of your matter, if you wouldn't mind. This is case 2006. Thank you. 20060667, People State of Michigan versus Damian Sorrentez Holloman. And your name for the fourth time, Mr. Holloman.
Damian Sorrentez Holloman.
Appreciate it. Good afternoon, counselor.
My client waives the right to formal reading, understands his constitutional rights to stand mute.
Thank you, counselor. Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Holloman, the court scheduling 2 court dates, sir. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference Wednesday, September the 30th. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Wednesday, October the 7th. Both 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. Both hearings, Mr. Holloman, will be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. If you're able to make bond before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for those Zoom hearings, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, not guilty entered, as the bond company.
Unfortunately, he's unemployed right now, so it's going to be difficult for him to pay a high bond. He has pretty tight school. In many cases, he's not on probation and road. He does have 3 children, 11, 4, and 1. He understands that he has no contact with plain goodness. No contact at all. I understand that he's not on probation. For reasonable temperature advising fit by the court, or for high personal bond.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Holloman, your attorney's advocated well as always on your behalf, given information the court considers, including but not limited to the lack of employment status as relates to ability to post bond. You have ties to the community. Court is also unaware of any capious history or criminal convictions or allegations of assault. These are very serious assaultive allegations. The court has concerns regarding the presence of threats and other assaultive allegations alleged in the investigator's report. Mr. Holloman, the court considers the current epidemic facing the nation as well as information provided by your counsel. During this bond, Mr. Holloman, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you're not to go back to the premises or area of 18919 Moraine Drive, Detroit, Michigan. And if you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with a GPS tether. Absolutely no contact with Ariel Jackson. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact with Miss Jackson. Understood?
Yes.
Given the information placed on the record, bond will be set 8,000, 10%. Good luck, Mr. Holloman. Good luck, counsel. DDC, one moment. Let's see if we can handle. Are we ready on Campbell? Have you interviewed Campbell? He's number 2 on the list. Okay, Campbell was there. That's the gentleman on the right up on the screen. They're calling from Saginaw. And so they were supposed to be calling in at 3 o'clock, and it was supposed to be ready for 3.
This is Campbell here.
Understood. Officer, I'm speaking to his attorney. I was just seeing if he had an opportunity to interview him first before we go forward.
Oh, okay. I don't think so.
No. Okay. All right. It doesn't. Mr. Campbell, you have not spoke with an attorney. Is that correct? No.
No.
And you want to talk to an attorney? Okay, and we have an attorney present. Would you? Okay. One moment. We'll see if we can make that happen. And officer, can you see me now, sir? Is that all fixed up?
No, sir, I still can't see you, just a black screen.
Huh.
I called the IT department to see if it's something on our part.
Okay, I thank you, but it's good that we can see you and hear you clearly, so that's good to go forward. Council is present. Is there?
All right, we just need you to change up so they can call me right now.
You have their information? Their Zoom? Okay. So, officer, if you could hang up with the court, his attorney is going to call you on Zoom and interview, and then as soon as that's finished, if you would mind calling us back, and we'll handle the arraignment.
Okay.
Thank you. Nope, Mr. Campbell, stay put, sir. Mr. Campbell, you can stay right where you are, and then the attorney's about to call and interview you right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna close them out right here so you could be.
But never mind.
What's that?
Ms. Ray also said she can't see you on the camera, on live.
On any line?
She just called in.
Okay. DDC, can you see me?
Oh, yeah, we can see you, Your Honor.
That's what matters to me.
There you go.
He asked, he said, can you see me? I said, yeah. He was okay, I'll be right back in just a minute.
Can I step out the hallway to first?
Get out, man. Don't smoke me out.
Hey,
Leave you being respectful.
right.
Y'all might smell it, bro.
It stink anyway. It
Right.
ain't no difference.
Dude, we've been nose blind to all kinds of smells over the years.
Man, shit, that one was gonna hit you. I ain't gonna lie, them little meat sandwiches kicking.
That was the meat, man.
Man,
That's what it was whatever meat.
yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm Darnell
Your
T.
name? Good afternoon, Mr. Teague.
They gave us a phone number to call. Calling the phone number is not.
What number do you have?
Zoom number.
Nope.
Right.
Wait, hold on a second. No, what number do you have? Phone number? Because I got a new one. I got one scratched out. Come here, check it out.
989-7.
Well, come here, check this out. It's 790-5432. Try that one. 5432. Yeah, because. Yep, 989. 989-790-5432. Thank you. All right. Your name, Mr. Teague?
Darnell T.
Thank you. Officer, is everything okay?
Hear about suicide?
Yeah, everybody down here but the suicide. I want to have him interview last.
Come back and talk to Chief. This is case 200606668, People's State of Michigan vs. Darnell Antonio T. Chief Sherman is right there if you want to answer.
Yes, Your Honor. President Bird on the SRLC, declined waivers right to formal reading.
Thank you, Counsel. The court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Teague, the court is scheduling a probable cause conference that you must attend on Wednesday, October the 14th, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Teague, that will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information before you're released on how to connect for the hearing. It is your responsibility to connect on time. Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty as to bond.
Your Honor, we're planning the case to the 23-year-old lifetime resident of Detroit. He also indicates that the no prior criminal convictions. He is employed at the VA, high school graduate. And non-assault allegation, all those serious, Your Honor. We expect the court for personal bond.
Thank you, Counsel. Mr. Teague, this is a very serious allegation. It is non-assault. The court takes consideration. The court is unaware of any capious history. or criminal convictions in the past or allegations of assault. Court notes the current epidemic facing the nation and takes into consideration the information alleged in investigators' report, as well as employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. During this bond, Mr. Teague, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that understood? No weapons.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Teague, if the court releases you on a personal bond, you're telling the court you're listening to all orders. You're going to show up on time for the Zoom and no weapons, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Teague. For that reason, bond is set $10,000 personal bond. You're listen to the court, sir. Good luck. You'll be released on this matter.
Appreciate it, Judge.
You're welcome, Mr. Teague. No work, counsel. Do you got a number for Miss Gray? Get a number for Miss Gray. She's the one that set it all up. She'll be able to give you the proper number or possibly even the Zoom information. Madam Clerk, give it to me.
530-8705.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you. You good?
That was the only reason why he mandated me. He said there was too many guys with fingerprints.
Good afternoon. Your name, please.
Antonio Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. Good afternoon. You have two matters, Mr. Brewer. We're going to deal with them one at a time. Your attorney's about to walk in, so hold tight.
Yeah.
You ready on Mr. Brewer? What do you want, counsel? What do you need?
Can we go to the next person, please? Can we go to Raynard Harris?
DDC, I think counsel is asking for another opportunity to speak with Mr. Brewer. Oh, hold tight. How long will that take? Okay, well, we don't have anything else, so unless you're ready to call or for the Saginaw, do you interview that gentleman? No. All right, so that's where this, we have nothing else. Let me know when you're ready on Mr. Brewer. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Brewer. It looks like your attorneys want to do some additional investigation.
God forbid I got rolled up for not giving out one hygiene kit. I gotta agree with that, by the way, Dorsey.
Yes, sir. He has two. I got them both in my hands, and I'm staring at them. And I signed both of them. Both of the warrants myself.
One is a reissue.
Okay. I don't know.
But I can't find the other case number, the 02 case, it's not in the system.
For the 220, which,
922.
okay, I have a case number on that. What do you need?
Yup, it's 260672, is that it?
71. 72 is the 223 allegation. So we have 200600672. That's the allegation took place February 23rd. 671 is allegation took place September 22nd.
671 is in the system as 223 though. That was mine. Because he told me one got dismissed and I couldn't find the other one. Let me go back
Okay.
and check.
Okay. Yeah, I signed both of these warrants this morning,
Okay, and I just want to make sure.
and we have both files in front of us. Oh, they're different dates, different sets of facts, different allegations. Yep. Oh my goodness. Thank you. No worries. Excuse me? No, we're just waiting whenever you're ready. Okay, cool. Okay, Mr. Brewer, if we have two matters, we'll handle them one at a time. Your counsel's present. Please state your name again.
Antonio Brewer. Ryan Brown, we have Mr. Antonio Brewer, wait for readings, and Mr. Brewer's been advised of his constitutional rights.
Thank you. And Mr. Brewer, go ahead, your name?
Antonio Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. You're first handling case 200600672, People State of Michigan versus Antonio Martel Brewer. The court waived formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty. On this matter, Mr. Brewer, the court is scheduling two court dates. You must attend them both. A probable cause conference is scheduled September the 30th, which is Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, October the 5th. Both 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Both hearings will take place via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. If you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect for those Zoom hearings before you're released, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Mr. Bobby Leather, I'd like the court to know that Mr. Brewer is a 34-year-old lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit. He maintains that he has no prior assaulted criminal convictions. Our collection has sworn does reflect his representations as well. Unfortunately, he does take high blood pressure medication, so it doesn't even present consideration once that is bond. He maintains that he's gainfully employed as a robber, but I still ask the court to consider an ability to pay request here. And Your Honor, he does anticipate having no contact with the complainant. We do ask for a reasonable amount of time.
Thank you. Mr. Brewer, these are very serious assaultive allegations. The court takes consideration the information provided by your counsel, including but not limited to your ties to the community, lack of capious history, employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as your prior criminal convictions. Also very concerning, sirs, we have assaultive allegations that allegedly took place in February 23rd of 2020. And then after this, we're handling assaultive allegations against the same victim that allegedly occurred less than 7 months later, also in the city of Detroit, and stated against the same alleged victim, which is very concerning regarding that individual's safety. The court takes consideration the current epidemic facing the nation and considering the presence of threats and assaultive allegations contained in the investigator's report. Mr. Brewer, during this bond, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Do not go to the premises or area of 18486 Granville, Detroit, Michigan. And if you're able to make bond, you're to fit with the GPS tether.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Mr. Brewer, after a conversation with us, he thought that this case was dismissed. Our office is looking for a record right now for some verification. At this point, I mean, if this is a reissue, we have not been able to find it. But Mr. Brewer just wants to know that he does believe this is a reissue.
previously dismissed. I know the court just considers that under likelihood of conviction. I just wanted to place that on the record before the court.
I appreciate that, and I have no information regarding that. Your co-counsel, Mr. Reagan, came in and spoke briefly regarding something about that, but he was unaware that there are two separate cases, and we do have another case that the court's about to handle. But the court takes into consideration what you presented to the court. And Mr. Brewer, court has concerns for the reasons stated, and to make clear, you are not to go to the premises or area of 18486 Granville, and absolutely no contact with LaToya Brewer. That means no contact of any kind. No contact orally and writing through a third person at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact, understood?
Yes. Your Honor,
thank you. And officer, yeah, one moment. Officer, please mark his file medical for the reasons stated by counsel. Go ahead, Mr. Brewer. What do you want to say, if anything?
All my clothes and belongings are at the house. How am I supposed to get all my stuff?
So, sir, the only way to do that is through a third party or a police officer. If there's a third party, somebody that would have permission to enter that premises, you can ask them to go for you. You cannot accompany them. Or you can contact an officer, and an officer will either do that for you or escort you to do so. Or you can escort the third party, sir. So you cannot, no matter what, go to that premises without an officer's permission in his presence, or without a third party doing so without your presence.
Okay. So no contact with Miss Brewer, and that to be clear. Thank you, counsel. And for the reasons placed on the record, Mr. Brewer, the concerns the court has regarding the safety of Miss LaToya Brewer and given your prior criminal convictions, as well as the other pending matter that the court referenced regarding the same victim that the court handled. Following this arraignment, bond will be set. $12,000, 10%. Stand by, Mr. Brewer. You have an additional matter. And Mr. Brewer, you're also here regarding, thank you, case number 200600671, People State of Michigan, Antonio Martel Brewer, also known as Antonio Martel Brewer, counselor.
Right around, we have Mr. Antonio Brewer, wait for the read, and you, Mr. Brewer, has been my.
Thank you. And Mr. Brewer, your name one more time, please.
Antonio Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Brewer. The court waive formal reading information and stand mute under a plea of not guilty. Schedule 2 court dates. It'll be the same 2 court dates as the last matter that we just handled, Mr. Brewer. A probable cause conference September the 30th, which is a Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, October the 5th. Both 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. As with the prior matter, Mr. Brewer, both of those court dates will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. If you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilty's entered. On this matter as well, officer, please mark Mr. Brewer's file medical for the reasons counsel placed on the record at the last arraignment regarding Mr. Brewer. Counsel, that's the bond.
I briefly asked the bond, I wouldn't review some of my state line because I was like residency time, couple of objectives as well as history was, however, again, Your Honor, we would ask for a personal bond, or we would also ask the court not exceed the first matter.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Brewer, the court has concerns regarding the serious nature of these assaultive allegations, your prior criminal convictions. As stated, the court has concerns that court just handled an arraignment of allegations, assaultive allegation against the same victim, less than 7 months apart in the city of Detroit. Court notes the current epidemic facing the nation, your employment status, as counsel says, relates to ability to post bond. You have ties to the community, no capious history the court's aware of. During this bond, Mr. Brewer, as well as the prior bond, no use of alcohol, marijuana, no illegal controlled substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. If you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with the GPS tether. And do not go to the premises or area of 15394 Freeland Street, Detroit, Michigan. And absolutely no contact with LaToya Brewer. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact. Given the information placed on the record, the current epidemic facing the nation, bond on this matter will be set in the amount 12,010%. You're welcome. Good luck, Mr. Brewer.
Who you got next? I'll call.
Whoever's been interviewed.
Claudia. Welcome. I missed it. I can't wait to hear about this. I can't wait to hear about this off the record. Hello. I'm great. How are you? Thank you, time. Yes. Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Malone Mark.
Thank you. Good afternoon. One moment here. Malone, your last name? I apologize. You broke up a tad.
His last name is Mark.
Mark, thank you. Thank you. Malone Mark. Your attorney is coming back in. Hold tight. Malone Mark. Ready, counsel? Thank you. This is case number 2004630, People State of Michigan versus Malone Isaiah Mark. Counsel.
Right around behalf of Mr. Malone Mark, grateful for readings to you, Mr. Mark, for the advice of constitutional rights.
Court waive formal reading and our plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date and judge in a moment. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, I would like the court to know that Mr. Mark is a high school graduate here in the city of Detroit. He's a lifetime resident in the community. He's 23 years old. He's gainfully employed as a security guard, Your Honor. He does reside with his girlfriend and 3 of their children here in Mr. Mark has no prior criminal history whatsoever. And is maintaining his innocence throughout these allegations, Judge. Although this is a assault allegation, it doesn't appear to be charged with misdemeanor. I'd ask the court to keep that in consideration, as well as Mr. Mark's community ties, including his employment ties and his family ties as well. Your Honor, coupled with my residence. Would ask the court respectfully consider personal bond as part of the matter.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Mark, your attorney has done well as always advocating on your behalf. The court is entering a not guilty plea and scheduling a pretrial date, sir. You must attend September the 28th, which is Monday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. Mr. Mark, that will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. If you're able to make bond, you'll get information on how to connect for that Zoom hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Mark, these are very serious allegations. The court takes into consideration the nature of these charges, the information alleged in the investigator's report, not limited to the likelihood of conviction, which indicates a number of confessions that you allegedly made after being read your constitutional rights. These are serious assaultive allegations, and the court has concerns regarding the individual safety as well as safety of the public upon the information alleged in the investigator's report. Court notes that you have ties to the community, no criminal convictions or capious history the court's aware of. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation and, as stated, the multiple threats alleged in the investigator's report. Mr. Mark, during this bond, there is no use, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. If you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with the GPS tether, and absolutely no contact with Ernest Gant and no contact with Alicia McKinney. Mr. Mark, no contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Given information alleged in the investigative report, likelihood of conviction, the serious allegations set forth, bond on this matter will be set 10,010%. And that's given.
Any way the court would consider a reduction on acceptability of the issue.
Excuse me, sir.
Hold on, sir. And, Your Honor, even if you think that it's based on the jail, this is that seems to be a probation during the offense, especially when
Okay, and the court's consideration lies in the concerns the court has regarding the safety of these individuals, not the likely outcome of his sentence. The court has concerns, not only the likelihood of conviction, but the court can go through the investigator's report. The allegations are extremely serious. It's alleged that not only did he hit the individuals with a handgun, struck allegedly several times in the head, the individual, your Mr. Mark, admitted allegedly after being read his constitutional rights to not only making threats, to holding a fork in the hand while punching one individual in the head several times, allegedly biting there's serious allegations that the court considers. There's two victims on this, alleged victims on this matter, and there's a likelihood of conviction given the alleged statement Mr. Mark has made, and so the court feels comfortable the bond's appropriate given the information stated. Thank you, counsel, for the for the advocacy. Mr. Mark, anything? Good luck, sir. Go ahead.
Whatever you're about to say, just know you're being recorded. And it can be used against you. Only ask a question as to a court date or to the bond. Please do not talk about what happened.
That's your attorney speaking, but go ahead. If anything, what would you like to say?
I'm sorry, I couldn't very much hear him, but I was just
the court date. Let me reiterate, Mr. Mark. I believe your counsel, and please correct me. He's stating that you're being recorded. You have a right to remain silent. And he's asking you to only ask questions that pertain to the court date and procedural matters that have been handled this afternoon, and not to get into the facts of the case, was my understanding. Is that correct, counsel? So that was coming from your attorney, Mr. Mark, but if you'd like to say anything, go ahead.
Okay, it was about the court date and about the just the payments and everything. I know you guys already said about the 1,010%, but like, sir, bro, can you please PR me, give me a personal, because or please, because I'll to pay, I need to be out, and I don't have any pandemic, anything, nothing, bro. Everything is just all out of me physically working, and it's like I'm under the table as it is. It's like you kind of cutting me despite my nose, but I know it's my troubles. But these allegations are coming from.
Okay, stop. Gotta advise you to stop at this point.
And Mr. Mark, the court takes into consideration. No, you don't no need to apologize. Where the court has concerns as have been placed on the record that these are serious assaultive allegations allegedly from two victims, and the court takes into consideration the likelihood of conviction as well as the allegations set forth in an investigator's report. It's alleged, sir, that after being read your constitutional rights, you admitted to assaulting these individuals. And the court notes that there's further information in investigators' report. These are just allegations, but it's something the court takes into consideration. There's further allegations, sir, that you threatened the individuals, and allegations of multiple batteries that it appears you have that took place on this incident. And the court has concerns for those reasons stated. And so the bond was set for the alleged protection of the alleged victims. Is there anything further, Mr. Mark? And the court took into consideration employment status as stated by counsel as it relates to the ability to post bond. Anything further, sir?
I guess I can't say that. I don't know if I can, but it's been
Nothing further on behalf of the defense. I'm going to advise you not to make any statements.
Okay.
But yeah, Mr. Mark, that was your attorney. But if you have questions, you can ask any questions. And I want to remind you, you said something about a court date. Your Zoom hearing is September the 28th. That's at 8:30 a.m. That'll be in front of Judge Bryant. And it's your responsibility to connect for Zoom. Any other questions, procedurally or otherwise?
How do I make bond? Do I do it here, or?
That's any way you would like. Any way that's appropriate.
So they can just come here and buy me out? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, good luck, Mr. Mark. Hope it works out for you. Listen to the court's orders, sir. You okay? Yeah.
So the only one I'm looking for is this person.
I don't know unless they haven't been on the process yet, but I don't see them other ones in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Were we able to figure anything out with Saginaw?
No, I can double check while we're waiting right now.
No, you don't need a double check. No, I didn't see. I think they gave him a new phone number, and I gave him that. But I looked up and down the file, and I didn't see anything about Zoom. So I gave him Miss Gray's number, or Madam Clerk did. I didn't see anything. I looked in it. Good afternoon. Your name, please.
Alan Griffin.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Good afternoon. No worries. Go ahead, please. Robert Griffin. One moment, your attorney's grabbing some information. It's Alan Griffin, correct?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second, Mr. Griffin. This is case 20060-675, People State of Michigan versus Alan Roy Griffin III, also known as Alan Roy Griffin. Mr. Griffin, your name one more time, please.
Alan Roy Griffin.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Counsel, your appearance.
Griffin, Your Honor?
Griffin, Alan Roy Griffin, Griffin
Was
III.
he interviewed by the defense counsel?
I don't know.
Mr. Griffin, did you talk to a defense attorney?
You talked to the attorney? Yes.
Yes.
No, I have this information, Your Honor. Is there,
No alias. The alias is Alan Roy Griffin.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead. One moment, Mr. Griffin. Your attorney's trying to track down some information to help in your representation.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Griffin, have you spoke with an attorney this afternoon? Not a detective or anybody, with a defense attorney this afternoon? Or today? Okay. You would like that opportunity to speak with an attorney? We're gonna let you talk to him if you'd like, and we'll recall your matter. Thank you. Thank you, officers. Appreciate y'all, DDC.
Stand on the black line, state your full name.
How you doing? My name is Tyrion Walker.
I'm well, thank you, Mr. Walker. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good so far.
Good. Let's see. Mr. Walker, you're here for case number 200606666, People State of Michigan versus Terrion DeJuan Walker, also known as Terrion Walker, John DeJuan King, Terrion DeJuan Walker, counselor.
Ron Brown, after this Terrion Walker, wait for the readings and Mr. Walker.
Thank you. Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Walker, the court scheduling a probable cause conference. You must attend October the 14th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Mr. Walker, that hearing will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing before you release, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Is that understood? Thank you. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Well, Your Honor, who Mr. Walker is a 19-year-old lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit. Maintains that he's capable of landscaping. He's currently continuing his position. They do appear non-assault. I would ask the court for a personal bond.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. These are very serious felony allegations, sir. It's very important you listen to the court and make sure to attend that Zoom hearing date so you don't get locked back up just for not showing up. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. That makes absolutely sense.
Okay, and the court takes into consideration, Mr. Walker, your ties to the community, the information provided by counsel, the current epidemic facing the nation, serious nature of these allegations, the information alleged in investigators report. For those reasons, Mr. Walker, you're being released on a $5,500 personal bond. Make sure and make your court date, sir, so you don't get locked back up for not showing up. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Claudia, is this the final? Is this what we got, 19? Okay, I just wondered the number. Time and minutes.
Stand on the black line, state your full name, sir.
Good afternoon, your name, please.
Kevin Smith.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. 1 second, sir. Kevin Smith is probably here. Oh, here we are. Mr. Smith, you're here before the court on case number 2006065, People's State of Michigan versus Kevin Bryant Smith, also known as Kevin Smith, Kevin Bryant Smith, Kevin Bryant Smith, Raymond Anthony Smith. Counsel.
Prime Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Kevin Smith, we readings that Mr. Smith's been violated constitutional rights.
Court waive formal reading under a plea of not guilty. Mr. Smith, the court is scheduling a probable cause conference, sir, that you must attend on October the 14th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Smith, that will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. Before you're released, you'll get information on how to connect for the hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Not guilty is entered. As to the bond.
Mr. Prime Your Honor, Mr. Smith is 50 years old. He's a lifetime resident here in the city. Maintains he doesn't have safety, but does do our job and does our job. Unfortunate thing is, he's flag maintenance, flag, he does have some flag at this point, as all aware of, Your Honor, would ask the court to consider a motion to bond here, even engaged in the lack of an assault of his, well, the lack of an assault of charge.
Thank you. Stand by. One moment. One moment, Mr. Smith. Okay.
If I get my workout today.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Smith. The court, anything, counsel, further?
No, with the charge.
Yes, no, anything further regarding? Okay. Mr. Smith, the court has had opportunity to review the investigator's report, and as well as, and the court has concerns regarding the information alleged. The court is changing your court dates, Mr. Smith. You have a probable cause conference scheduled October the 6th and a preliminary examination October the 13th. They're both at 8:30 a.m. 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Both hearings, as stated, will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. It's your responsibility to connect for those hearings. Mr. Smith, the court considers the epidemic facing the nation, your ties to the community, the allegations set forth in the investigator's report, as well as your prior criminal record and the serious but non-assaultive allegation charged before the court. Mr. Smith, during this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon, and absolutely no contact with Cruz Salazar. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at his place of, their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact with Cruz Salazar. Is that clear?
Yes.
And absolutely no driving. And if you're able to make bond, you'll be fit with the GPS tether. Given the information alleged in the investigator's report and the current epidemic facing the nation, the information placed on the record, current prior criminal convictions, bond on this matter set in the amount $11,000, 10%. This is allegations that in the investigator's report indicates that there was there's allegations concerning the safety of the public, as well as Mr. Smith, you're a parole absconder, is that correct? You're on parole as well?
Yes.
Or at the time?
So, Your Honor, I'm going to answer that question in the affirmative because I'm aware, but I
Okay.
do recognize.
And then the court, and not only the court has concerns that this allegation happened while he was on a scholar parole, but there's information alleged in the report that concerns the court regarding the safety of the public. And so that's.
I appreciate the consideration.
Thank you for your advocacy. Good luck, Mr. Smith. Anything further from either party? Excuse me?
The court dates for Mr. Smith one more time.
Yes, sir. Probable cause conference October the 6th, which is Tuesday, and a preliminary examination October 13th, the following Tuesday, both 8:30, both in front of Judge Giles. Thank you. Thank you. Have they interviewed? This is the guy that's about to time out, counsel. If I don't know if you've interviewed McDonald.
No, they just told us.
Oh yeah, he's about to time out. We just got the file. I was just wondering if counsel had an opportunity to speak with him. I imagine no. Okay. Yeah, but as soon as, whenever you get a chance, gentlemen, officers of the DDC, if you could bring Mr. McDonald so he could be interviewed, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You gotta start no bomb, you'll get to it. I'm trying.
Brother counsel, were you able to figure anything out about the out of county?
I do not believe that I
Okay. That's what Saginaw said. Miss Gray said in the back. Madam Clerk, you reached out to Miss Gray. She's aware of it. Is that correct? Yeah. I think you said you called her. If not, well, good afternoon. Your name, please.
There you are.
I apologize. Your name again?
Yeah, Larry Hobbs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hobbs. Good afternoon. Thank you, counsel. This is case 200600674, People State of Michigan versus Larry Bernard Hobbs. Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor. Attorney Byrd on behalf of Larry Hobbs, my client waives his right to formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and extends view.
Court waive formal reading under a plea of not guilty. Scheduling 2 court dates, Mr. Hobbs. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference Wednesday, September 30th. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, October the 5th, both 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Mr. Hobbs, both those hearings will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect if you're able to make bond or release, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Yes, Your Honor. My client faces he's a 22-year-old lifetime resident of the program. He also indicates to us that he has no prior criminal convictions at all. Not on probation or parole, and he understands that he has to stay away from the location.
Okay.
Understandably, it is a serious allegation, Your Honor. Though not assaulted, we would expect the air support for personal violence.
Thank you. This is a very serious allegation, Mr. Hobbs, and the court takes into consideration the information provided by your attorney, the current epidemic facing the nation, information alleged before the court and the investigator's report, as well as the lack of criminal convictions or capious history the court's aware of. Court takes consideration the employment status as it relates to deleted to post bond. This is a very serious allegation, Mr. Hobbs. During this bond, sir, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Do not go to the premises or area of 10144 Beaconsfield, Detroit, Michigan. And absolutely no contact with Nicole Wells. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact. Is that understood?
Yeah, that's understood.
Thank you. And if you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with the GPS tether. For those reasons, the serious nature of this allegation, information alleged in the investigator's report, bond will be set $5,000, 10%. You're welcome. Good luck, Mr. Hobbs.
Yeah, all right, thanks.
You're welcome. Can I see that one back, Kevin Smith? Just the investigator's report? Yeah, just the investigator's report. Did you need it back? There you go. I'll give it right back to you.
Alec Griffin.
Pull your hood down.
Thank you. Good afternoon. This goes in that file. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Your name, please?
Alec Griffin.
Thank you. Mr. Griffin, this is case number 2006065, People State of Michigan versus Alan Roy Griffin III, also known as Alan Roy Griffin. Counsel. For a way formal reading under a plea of not guilty, Mr. Griffin will get to the court dates in a moment. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Your Honor, as the bond, I would like to put forward Mr. Griffin is a 30-year-old resident of Detroit. I understand the court does see, I give you for defense notice. Despite that, Your Honor, Mr. Griffin has no prior assault convictions whatsoever. He's not stably employed, Your Honor. He's not stable employment, but he does do odd jobs. I would consider that one setting bond. I'm unaware of any habeas history on behalf of Mr. Griffin as well. He's not on probation or parole, Your Honor. He has to do with experience in the lifetime resident here in our community. I would ask the court to consider setting a personal bond in this matter. I do understand that the court of charges, but I think that they are not solved allegations at this point, Your Honor, and no habeas history. I would ask for personal bond.
Thank you. Officer, do you happen to have any information regarding holds for Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
No information or no holds? I apologize.
I have no information, Your Honor. I got all the folders from the people we did already.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Mr. Griffin, the court is going to schedule a probable cause conference that you must attend October the 14th. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. That's at 8:30 a.m., Mr. Griffin. That will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. These are very serious allegations. The court considers your prior criminal convictions as well as the information provided by counsel, ties to the community, current epidemic facing the nation. The likelihood of conviction is given the information alleged in the investigator's report. Very concerning is the allegation set forth that you allegedly were in possession of not only illegally possessing a weapon, but allegedly possessing 47 Ziplocs and 1 KB of cocaine. Which is very concerning given the alleged allegations set forth in the investigator's report, as well as the serious nature of those charges and your prior criminal conviction. Mr. Griffin III, the court considers your employment status as relates to ability to post bond, as well as information placed on the record to contain the investigator's report. During this bond, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Griffin III, do you have any issue following all the court's orders?
No, sir.
The court's inclined to release you on a personal bond, Mr. Griffin. And if you violate in any order of the court, you're going very likely to get locked up just for not listening to the court. It's important that you refrain from any drugs or alcohol, any type of weapons, and make sure to attend that Zoom hearing. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
No, any issues with those conditions?
No, sir.
Bond is set $20,000 personal bond. You're welcome. Good luck, Mr. Griffin III. Listen to the court so you don't get locked up just for not showing up for a Zoom hearing. And good luck.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Your name, please.
Keviante McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. And sir, you're here for case number 200606676, People State of Michigan versus Kevante Gary McDonald, counsel. Absolutely. Thank you, and we'll call the case again, 200606676, People State of Michigan versus Kevante Gary McDonald. Mr. McDonald, your name again?
Keviante McDonald.
Thank you. Counselor appearance.
Brian Morales, Mr. Kevante McDonald,
For a way formal reading on her plea of not guilty, Mr. McDonald, the court is scheduling 2 court dates, sir. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference on Friday, October the 2nd. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Friday, October the 9th, both 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge King. Mr. McDonald, both of those hearings will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. If you're able to make bond or released, you'll get information on how to connect for those hearings, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Not guilties entered as to the bond.
In 17 years of life, he's never been in trouble with law enforcement. These allegations, you understand, are extremely disturbing. However, he is at this time maintaining his innocence. We would also like the court to know that he's never been on probation or parole. He's currently still in the 11th grade. I would ask the court to set a reasonable bond stop. Personally, Your Honor, he does have gainful employment at Levi Entertainment Center. I'm not sure how steady or stable that employment is. But again, I don't ask the court to grant Mr. McDonald a reasonable bond on personal. Even if he has to meet with attorneys in person and not wait as much as he wants to.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. McDonald, this is a very serious assaultive allegation. The court considers the lack of capious history or criminal conviction. Your employment status, as stated by counsel, as it relates to ability to post bond. Court considers you have ties to the community as well as the current epidemic facing the nation. No criminal history or capious history the court's aware of. As stated, the court takes consideration your employment status as relates to ability to post bond. Mr. McDonald, during this bond, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance. You are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Based on the information alleged in the investigator's report, which includes but not limited to, sir, that you allegedly began sexually assaulting the victim at the age of 7, her age of 7, for a number of years, and it's concerning allegations set forth in the investigator's report. And that for that reason, you're to be fit with a GPS tether. And absolutely no contact with Terry Hudson Fortune. Mr. McDonald, that means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at her place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. Absolutely no contact with Terry Hudson Fortune. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
For those reasons, the serious nature of these allegations, the allegations set forth in the investigator's report regarding the length and the extent of the alleged assault, bond on this matter set in the amount, given concerns regarding the alleged victim's safety. 50,000, 10%. Good luck. Yeah. You're welcome. And as stated, a GPS tether if bond is made. Did we know if we're going to do that one tomorrow, Claudia? Thank you. So it's not going today? All right. Thank you. Do you need to get any more information, or we got?
Your Honor, I have Bernard Harris.
You want to go see what they got?
And Michael Rochelle left. Let me see what they got.
Thank you, sir. What is that going on over there, Officer Love? What was that maneuver? Oh, okay.
Step in there, stand on the back line, say cool, man.
Good afternoon, your name, please.
What's on, man?
Michael Robert Lee Rochelle.
Thank you, Mr. Rochelle. Mr. Rochelle, your attorney is about to come back into the court, so just one moment, sir. That's gonna, oh, Gross Point? I don't know. Oh, yeah, we do have one, yep. You're ready on that one?
They are interviewed and we're ready on Bernard Harris and Michael Rochelle.
This is Michael Rochelle right here. Okay, this is case 200-60673, People State of Michigan versus Michael Robert Leach Rochelle, also known as Michael Rochelle, Michael Robert Leach Rochelle. Mr. Rochelle, your name, please, one more time.
Michael Robert Lee Rochelle.
Thank you. Good afternoon, counsel.
Trial allowed on behalf of Mr. Michael Rochelle, wagering and Mr. Rochelle has been advised of his constitutional rights.
Court waive formal reading under plea of not guilty. Mr. Rochelle, the court is scheduling a probable cause conference you must attend on October the 14th, which is a Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Rochelle, that hearing will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect for that Zoom hearing on time, October 14th. Is that understood?
Yes.
Not guilty is entered as the bond.
High school graduate from the community at River Rouge High School, not on probation for parole. All serious, these matters are not assaulted. We would ask for a personal law.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Rochelle, it does not appear you have a valid driver's license. Is that accurate, or do you have a valid driver's license?
My appointment to apply for my license is on the 26th.
I
The Secretary of State is going by appointments.
Okay, so as of right now, Mr. Rochelle, you do not have a license currently. Is that correct? So there's no driving. You cannot drive without a valid driver's license, so there's no driving. And also during this bond, Mr. Rochelle, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. No driving and no weapons. Is that clear?
Yes.
Mr. Rochelle, these are very serious allegations. You have a prior felony criminal history the court takes into consideration, as well as the information provided by counsel, your ties to the community, the allegations set forth in the investigator's report, as well as the allegations of the complaint, which are serious but not assaultive. The court considers the current epidemic facing the nation, as well as the employment status as relates to ability to post bond. For those reasons, Mr. Rochelle, you're going to be released on a personal bond in the amount of $18,000 personal bond. You're going to be released, Mr. Rochelle. Listen to the court so you don't get locked back up for not showing up for your hearing. No driving and no weapons. All understood?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
With my phone, like the detective wanted my phone. Would my phone be in my property, or I have to wait till it's over?
Sir, at this point, depending on that detention center's policy, it may be in your property, or they may be trying to use it against you for evidence. At this point, sir, the best thing I can advise you is to remain silent and to bring that matter up with your next attorney.
That was your attorney speaking, sir. Good luck.
What was the bottom line again, Your Honor?
The court, did you say the court date?
No, the bond amount.
Oh, I apologize. The bond was $18,000 personal bond, no driving and no weapons.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Officer Love, could you have them call us and on Zoom until we're ready? And you've interviewed Bronner?
Hey, about to suit up. We gotta go get him.
Step out. We good to go?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Unless you have any questions.
You got another case for have a seat, Raynard Harris?
Don't believe. Oh, yes, we do. Yep, we have Raynard Harris. Yes, we do. Thank you.
And you're gonna have to give me a minute after Mr. Harris, because we got to extract somebody. And the other guy that is on the list, the one with the D. I can't even say it. Mr. Fonte.
Gotcha. Right.
They says he's on suicide watch, and he refuses to keep his suicide down on, and he likes to fight other people. So I have to wait till I get rid of everybody else.
Yeah, be safe. So be careful, officer. Good luck with that. You have 3 males left, is my understanding. Is that your understanding as well? 4, including Harris. So.
No, well, Harris is on the list. This Miller, we don't have Anthony Miller in custody, as far as I know.
Okay, so
what is Browner, Pierre, I believe it is.
Jeremy Bowens. The Browner is at Grosse Pointe. We'll handle that matter. You said Anthony Miller is not in custody. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? He said he's not in custody.
To my knowledge.
Okay, and then Jeremy Bowens. Do you have a Jeremy William Bowens? Jeremy William Bowens.
No.
A date of birth of 4/27/91.
We don't have a Bowens in our system at all. I mean, I can go check.
Okay, thank you. That's okay. I appreciate it. So the 2 we have left are Harris and Stefano.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Counsel, were you able? You should not have been able to interview Bowens or Miller if they're not in there, but were you able to?
No.
Okay. Both of those DDC said they were not at the detention center. So we have. Did you get in touch with them? Good afternoon. Your name?
Raynard Harris.
Thank you, Mr. Harris. This is case 200590077, People State of Michigan versus Renard Damon Harris. Counsel.
Before I brought up, Mr. Renard Harris, we agree to Mr. Harris has been advised.
Court wait formal reading on their plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court dates in a moment as the bond counsel.
Who was it? Mr. Harris. Somebody else. And that this, there's no, alcohol or any mind-altering substances involved in this particular matter. That Mr. Harris is a lifetime resident of Detroit, 30 years old, has absolutely no prior criminal convictions whatsoever. He was working for Page Landscaping, Your Honor, but I believe he has a stable residence here in the community with two wonderful kids that he wants to be home to. We would ask if you're considering his ability to pay further, maintains that he's diagnosed with asthma. They suffer tremendous amounts of asthma. In light of the pandemic, Your Honor, I know that he's one of the most vulnerable in our population. So I would ask.
Doing it right now.
We wouldn't be objecting to
Thank you. And for those reasons, officer, please mark Mr. Harris's file medical. These are very serious allegations. The court considers the lack of no capious history or criminal convictions the court's aware of. Ties to the community as counsel stated, employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. Court takes in consideration the serious allegations outlaid in the investigator's report, as well as the current epidemic facing the nation, and employment status as it relates to ability to post bond. No capious history or criminal convictions the court's aware of. Mr. Harris, during this bond, sir, there's no use of alcohol, no marijuana, and no illegal control substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. And if you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with a GPS tether given the information alleged in the investigator's report. Given the information placed on the record, serious nature of these allegations, as well as the information in the investigator's report, no capious or criminal history the court's aware of, bond will be set 5,010%.
This is the case number 964.
No, 9077.
The case?
You just want to talk to the lawyer, didn't you?
My lawyer?
Thank you. The court date is scheduled, 2 court dates, Mr. Harris. You have a probable cause conference October the 2nd, which is Friday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Friday, October the 9th. They're both at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge King. Mr. Harris, both of those court dates will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. It's not at the physical building. You'll get information on how to connect for those hearings, but it's your responsibility to connect via Zoom October 2nd, October 9th, 8:30. Is that understood, Mr. Harris?
Yes, sir. What's the second charge right here?
Your 2 charges, count 1 is police officer, assaulting, resisting, obstructing. That's a felony, carries 2 years and or $2,000. These are allegations. $2,000. Count 2 is police officer refused to obey traffic order. Police officer refused. Misdemeanor, 90 days and or $100. The allegations took place June the 16th, 2020, near westbound 996 near Grand River, Detroit, Michigan.
They got the wrong person. That ain't never been, that's not me.
All right, you're Renard Harris. What's your date of birth, Mr. Harris?
August 7, 1990. I ain't never.
Put your mask on.
I ain't never saw the.
Stand by. What's your full name?
Renard Marquise Harris.
This is Renard Damon Harris with the date of birth of 6/28/86. Officer, who do you?
Oh, I'm sorry. 360134.
Is that the officer? Is that the wrong person?
My name Renard Marquise Harris. My birthday August 7, 1990.
That's what was sitting here. This is the only Harris we have.
I ain't never saw the police officer day in my life.
Mr. Stand by. Officer, what date of birth do you have associated with this gentleman?
8/7/1990.
Your Honor, it looks like there's a different full name as well. Is there a different birthday that my client listed that is containing investigation for?
No. What city do you live in, Mr. Harris?
Detroit, Michigan, 5541 Grayton Street, 48224.
Is that the Harris that the attorney did this morning?
No.
Is it 2 of them?
Did we do that? Did we do that?
That was Renard Harris.
No, I was talking to you.
I got you.
Stand by. Oh, wow. Stand by. Thank you. Yeah, that's him. Wait, stand by, Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris, what's your date of birth?
August 7, 1990.
That was on Mr. Cripps, correct?
Yeah, Mr. Chris, yeah, here it's like this. When you call him back.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to redo everything. Stand by, Mr. Harris. Stand by, DDC. Oh wow. Stand by.
Yeah, you see that though? Dang.
Yeah, that's the name, date of birthday. Yeah. Right here. Yep. All right, thanks. Yeah, 'cause he said he had never met him. So you have a number from, luckily it rung in my head right now. McDonald's? Right.
I'm so sorry.
You got a phone number for McDonald's?
Okay, stand by. All right. Okay, so Mr. Harris, it appears we have two Renard Harris both this afternoon in front of the court, and so we're dealing with a different case for you. So stand by, counsel. You've had an opportunity to interview Mr. Harris, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so we're gonna proceed with his, and your full name again, Mr. Harris?
Renard Marquise Harris.
Renard Marquise Harris, thank you. And, okay. Renard Marquise Harris. Okay, so so I just need new nit on this. Can I give them to you in just a moment? Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Harris, Renard Marquise Harris, your date of birth is 8/7/90, correct?
Yes.
The dates should be underneath the.
Okay. Under here.
In case you need to change the date.
No, I'm gonna leave them the same. October 2nd, and it'd be the 9th probably.
Look here, look underneath at the bottom. We usually something right there. Isn't underneath?
No, October 2nd.
It should be the same. It's the same judge?
Judge King, yep.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, this is case number 200606664, People State of Michigan versus Renard Marquise Harris, counsel.
Is this Marquise or Mr. Cripps?
This is your client. Mr. Cripps.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I apologize, Mr. Cripps, we had a separate Renard Harris with a different middle name, very similar date of birth, and I believe we arraigned the wrong person. Your individual is Renard Damon Harris, correct? Or do you know the middle name?
The middle name is Marquise, Marquis.
That's me.
So that's this gentleman up on the screen right now.
Yes, I'm Marquise
It was a
Harris.
different.
His date of birth is August 7th, 1990.
So, Mr. Harris, are you aware that you have a retained counsel, Mr. Cripps?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, we're going to go through the process. Again, everything appears to stay the same, Mr. Cripps, unless we get additional information on the reason to change the bond. But this is a different individual. So, is it okay if we go through the arraignment again, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, of course it is. And I have some additional information at the appropriate time.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. So, Mr. Renard Marquise Harris, please state your name. And counsel,
Renard Marquise Harris.
could you guys interview Renard Damon Harris, I guess, or did you already interview that gentleman? Probably. You don't have a Renard Damon Harris?
We only have one Harris, and he's it.
Okay. All right, so this is case number 200606664, People State of Michigan, Renard Marquise Harris. Counsel, your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, David Cripps, P. 34972, on behalf of Renard Marquise Harris, who has a date of birth of 8/7/1990.
Thank you, counsel. As to the arraignment?
You would stand mute, waive the reading of the complaint and warrant, Your Honor.
Thank you. A court will waive formal reading under a plea of not guilty. The court dates are going to stay the same, counsel. The probable cause conference, October the 2nd. Preliminary examination, the right to the preliminary examination, Mr. Harris, October 9th, both 8:30 in front of Judge King. Both will be held via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. Not guilty is entered as the bond.
Yes, Your Honor. This time around, I'm asking the court to consider the same bond, but without the tether, for the following reasons. Gabi Silver, my law partner, has been in constant contact with the prosecutor, assistant prosecutor by name of Jonathan Mysick, M-Y-C-E-K, regarding this case. And Mr. Mysick was supposed to advise Ms. Silver of the exact moment that they acquired a warrant, but he apologized. He messed up and didn't do that. So we've been in constant communication with the prosecution. In addition, Your Honor, when Mr. Mysick agreed that the error of that, Ms. Silver was in contact with him and got a writ of habeas corpus that was going to be signed by Judge Kenneth King yesterday, and he was going to set a bond of $10,010%. I didn't know that, or I would have put that on the record earlier, but Ms. Silver just informed me of that. The concern we have about the tether is that can lengthen somebody's discharge from custody by a day and sometimes longer due to the length of time it takes to get somebody outfitted with a tether and the lengthy list of people awaiting tether. My client has some pretty serious health concerns. He has very serious asthma condition. He needs a breathing machine, an inhaler. He has severe arthritis. Again, in light of the fact that we've had such lengthy communications with the prosecutor's office on this case, there's no suggestion whatsoever my client would do anything but make every court date. I'm asking the court to consider not having the tether condition.
Thank you, counsel, for all that updated information, and I apologize for the confusion. Mr. Harris, the court takes into consideration all information provided by your counsel, who has advocated well on your behalf as always. You have ties to the community, no capious history or criminal convictions the court's aware of. The court takes into consideration the current epidemic facing the nation, including your health issues as stated by counsel, as well as your employment status as states relates to ability to post bond. Officers, please mark Mr. Harris's file medical. The concerns, counsel, is the same concerns as prior. The allegations are very serious allegations. It's alleged that your client operated a vehicle not having a valid driver's license, which resulted allegedly in a death of another individual. The reason for, and Mr. Harris, during this bond, is there absolutely no driving? Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
And you are going to be fit with the GPS tether. I appreciate the arguments, counsel. In the investigator's report, it alleged that after the alleged accident where an individual lost their life, Mr. Harris allegedly fled the crash location while other individuals were transported to the hospital. These are very serious allegations, and the court notes that the information in the investigator's report regarding the suspected alleged speed as well as the serious nature of this incident gives court concerns that the allegation that Mr. Harris simply allegedly fled the location after being involved in such an alleged horrific accident. And so the bond will be set as previously stated in the amount of $20,000, 10%, no driving with a GPS tether. Anything further, counsel?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking your time to come back onto the court. I hope you have a nice day. Be safe.
Thank you too, Judge.
Thank you. Good luck, Mr. Harris.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Grosse Point,
I'll get it back.
Mr. Browner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for your patience. Please state your full name.
Pierre Pepe Browner.
Thank you. This is case 2006061, People's State of Michigan versus Pierre Pepe Browner. Counsel.
Private on behalf of Mr. Pierre Browner, great greetings and you, Mr. Browner, to the constitutional right.
Court waive formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date in a moment, Esteban.
Your Honor, I'd like the court to know that Mr. Browner is a completely one-time resident here in the city of Detroit. Located employed in the multi church and DKNA. Further, Your Honor, he maintains that he is a security guard at a music hall. Maintains that he completed an educational program called Palette for Criminal Justice as well. So it does appear that Mr. Browner does have significant ties in the community. I'm unaware of any previous police allegations. I see how to misdemeanor allegations, but it doesn't appear more of a traffic offense, Your Honor. I'm respecting how one of the whole is serious, it does appear on assault as well. I would ask the court to grant Mr. Browner a personal recognizance bond.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Browner, these are very serious allegations. The court case consideration and ties to the community. The information provided by your attorney, as well as the alleged investigator's report, are serious, non-assaultive allegations. Court takes into consideration also the current epidemic facing the nation, employment status as stays, relates to ability to post bond, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report and the nature of these serious charges. Mr. Browner, during this bond, there's absolutely no driving. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the court is scheduling Mr. Browner, where is that piece of paper? A probable cause conference, sir, you must attend on October the 14th. That's 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Is that clear?
Yes, is it Zoom also, sir?
That exactly. I appreciate the question, Mr. Browner. That will be held via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for the hearing, but it is your responsibility to connect on time. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor. And also, I'm sorry for the court's.
There's no need to apologize, Mr. Brown. What I would like you to do is just listen to the court, make sure and refrain from driving, no weapons, and also very importantly is you have to make your court date. You have to listen to the court, Mr. Browner, so you don't get locked up for not listening. Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and given the information placed on the record, the concerns the court has, lack of capious history or criminal convictions, the epidemic facing nation bond is set $18,000 personal bond. You're being released on a personal bond, Mr. Browner. Listen to the court, sir, so you don't get locked back up for not doing so. Does that make sense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck. And thank you, everybody at Grosse Pointe, for your patience and accommodations. Hope you all have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. We should have never even gotten that file, right?
See, I didn't know. I just assumed it was the same person. Nobody told us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody told
And then just like counsel said, he never had met the.
Right. So what happened is they just should have probably never even brought this file because this was signed.
Which one did we arrange? 8790?
Yeah.
Right. So it was the same charges and everything. It was the same person. But what happened was this file, they should have probably never even brought. That was Mr. Cripp's file. That's the one that was approved this morning. It's just I guess. Nope, you got the right one in your hand. Yep. Yep. That's the one, exactly one that you entered. I don't know who was brought up to the screen earlier. And so they said that they don't have another Mr. Harris on this one. So, yep. So I wonder, was that the same Mr. Harris that was arraigned earlier? That had to be, that had to be the same guy that we arraigned earlier.
Yeah, it was.
That had to be. Thank you, I appreciate that. And so all they did is brought a different file that we shouldn't have handled. The first arraignment was proper. Thank you for that information, officer. Everything else was fine. So they just brought additional file that we shouldn't have had. And so when we called that, all of that should be stricken from the record, the file. What case number is that?
I saw that.
200590077. That case should be stricken from the record. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, DDC. So we have one mail left whenever you're ready.
Yeah, we're getting an interview right now.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
We just had somebody tearing up everything, so we have to.
You guys all get gold trophies today. Gold. First place. Be safe, man. Thank you. Counsel, and so he's getting interviewed on that last. What about the two females? Have you had an opportunity? Awesome. Thank you. Madam Clerk, thank you for everything. You've been awesome today. So we didn't even have to redo that arraignment. We just should have struck that last one from the record.
Yeah.
The first one was done properly.
So it sounds like you just brought an extra file.
Exactly. Right. For somebody that had similar name and a different name of person. Makes sense, but not really. Gotcha. I know what you meant. The reasoning. Officer Wood. What's that? Did you get it, Counsel? So,
Full name is Eric John Stefano. Harmless glass as hell. Yeah, oh, and Jamie Finley's got all the meth in the world. Oh, Jameson Finley, Fiend. You know, you take, what's it called? Cass Road from Grossbeck. Little Road, make a right. First driveway, I think.
All right, sir, good afternoon, your name?
How's it going, man? My name is Eric
I'm well,
John
thank
Stefano.
you. Thank you. It's not man, but cool. 1 second, your attorney's coming back with information.
I fired him.
Hold on, he's got to relay all the information.
I don't know if you hired him. He was appointed. Do you not want to you do not want an attorney, or you just spoke with an attorney a moment?
I can represent myself today. Today, I would represent myself on this day.
Okay.
But I'll get a real attorney soon. I'd like to get out of here though soon, because I have nothing, and I need to acquire resources to be able to defend myself in court.
We'll put on the record that you attempted to speak. Okay, somebody come to the podium. This is, and your name, please? I apologize. Your name one more time. Thank you. And this is case 200606669, People State of Mission versus Ercole John DiStefano, also known as Errol John DiStefano. Ercole DiStefano, Ercole John DiStefano, counsel.
For the record, Your Honor, Brian Murad, it appears our office has attempted to discuss these matters with the defendant here. The defendant maintained that he did not want us to represent him and preferred somebody who was white. Unfortunately, so there has been a complete breakdown in attorney-client relationship. We respectfully ask you to not be appointed to this case and to withdraw any representation.
So I'm gonna have to spend my fucking less than 5 years on prison fighting this shit and get on TV and get famous for it. Fuck that.
Mr. DeFano, you're in court. Watch your language, please, sir. Mr. DeFano, you have an attorney that's made representation indicating that they attempted to speak with you and that you do not want their representation this morning and you wish to represent yourself.
I don't know what I want. I'll tell you what I want. I want to get out of this building and go find what the hell has happened to my life and see if my mom is still alive and to talk to my father again and to see if my brother's around and to make money to fight this court case because I have nothing. I cannot do anything from inside this place. I need to get outside, and I'm an innocent man.
Understood. Before we get to anything regarding the arraignment, Mr. Stefano, I want to know if you want to waive your right to counsel. We have an attorneys present here that attempted to interview you, and they will represent you for today's hearing if you would like to represent
you. I'll represent myself instead today. I'll find another attorney some other time in the future.
Okay, so my question is, you do not want an attorney for today, this afternoon. You want to represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll take the case.
And so I'm going to read you your rights and the charges. If you have any questions, just let me know. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. Have one present during questioning and at all future proceedings. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide you one at the public's expense. Did you hear and understand your rights, Mr. DeStefano?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. The court will enter a plea of not guilty, sir, on your behalf, and this is in regards to the allegations. I'm going to tell you what the charges are. And this is count 1, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder or by strangulation. It's a felony allegation, carries up to 10 years or $5,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest. Count 2, allegation is assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Felony carries up to maximum 4 years and or $2,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest. Count 3, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. It's a felony allegation. The maximum you can face is up to 4 years and or $2,000, DNA to be taken upon arrest. You have a habitual offender third offense notice brought by the people based on your prior convictions, and that, Mr. DeStefano, increases your penalty twice the maximum sentence on a primary offense or lesser term. Did you hear those allegations against you and the maximum fine and penalty that you could receive?
Yes, sir. Yes,
thank you. The court will. Thank you, Mr. DeFano. Court enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. The court's scheduling 2 court dates, sir, that you must attend them both. Probable cause conference on September the 30th, which is a Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Wednesday, October the 7th, both at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Archer. Both of those hearings will be heard via Zoom. That's an off-site streaming technology. It won't be the actual building. You'll get information on how to call in for those hearings on the Zoom before you're released if you're able to make bond, but it is your responsibility to connect for those hearings on time. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Not guilty. Thank you. Not guilty plea is entered on your behalf. Is there anything you would like me to know in regards to bond? And I would like to remind you, sir, that you're being recorded. So anything that you say could be used against you in the future. So I caution what you say about the nature of the allegations and the offense. If there's anything regarding bond you'd like the court to know, go forward.
Yeah, I just like to say that I'm innocent, and that I would like to. I have no way of proving that unless, like, I'm out in the world and I can gather the methods and the resources to make it happen.
Are you working?
I am. Yes, I am. I am working. I'm working for Intrust Building Solutions or something. I'm a builder. I live block. I'm a mason, basically.
Okay. Are you not working now during the pandemic, or are you currently working?
No, sir. I'm working. I was collecting unemployment for a little while, but I stopped.
And what's the name of the business?
Intrust Building, I believe.
Where's that located?
Out of Southfield.
You believe?
They might be based out of Iron Township. I'm not sure.
Okay, you don't know where they're located or the name. Okay, exactly. Mr. Stefano, these are Intrust. Gotcha. Okay, Mr. Stefano, these are very serious. These are just allegations. The court entered a plea of not guilty. Okay, thank you. And the court asked you about employment because the court takes that into consideration as it relates to the ability to post bond. Also, the court takes into consideration the court.
Sir, I lay brick and block. I'm a mason.
The court. Thank you. The court takes into consideration that the court's unaware that you've ever missed a court date, that you've never missed a court date. You have ties to the community. The current epidemic facing the nation, the court takes into consideration, as well as your prior felony convictions and your allegations, which are serious assaultive allegations. The information alleged in the investigator's report is also concerned. The court entered a not guilty plea for you, and the court signed an appointment form appointing you an attorney at the next court date if you cannot afford one or choose not to retain your own. These are serious. They're just allegations, but they're serious allegations. During this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. And you have no contact with the alleged victims, no contact with Milton Durham, no contact with Robert Robinson, and no contact with James Kincaid. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person, at their place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact with any of those individuals. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Officer, are we aware of any holds?
I don't have any more photos.
Okay. Stand by one moment, Mr. DiStefano. Thank you for your patience, Mr. DeStefano. And so, to be clear, sir, it's very important that you have no contact with Milton Durham, Robert Robinson, or James Allen Kincaid during this bond. And is that understood? No contact with any of those individuals?
Absolutely, sir, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. DeStefano, based on the information alleged in the investigator's report, which are allegations but alleged assault of nature, and as well as allegations of a presence of threats, for that reason, if you're able to make bond, you're to be fit with the GPS tether. For those reasons, bond is set $14,000, 10%. That's $1,400. Good luck. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, how am I supposed to get bond if I can't contact anyone?
You should be able to get a phone call. Have you not? DDC, is gentlemen allowed a phone call?
I have been stripped naked and left in a pad for 3 days without the ability to put clothes on or make a phone call since I've been here.
Can we get Mr. DeStefano a phone call, officer?
We'll take care of that, Your Honor.
I appreciate that. Thank you, officer. You'll get a phone call, Mr. DeStefano. Make sure and make your court date. Good luck.
Thank you.
Officer, we'll meet you on the female side.
Copy that, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, counsels. So we have the 2 females left. Thanks.
Hello, did you need Morningstar and Foster?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, both. Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. Counsels. See you guys.
My apologies for the wait, Your Honor. We've had an extremely busy, difficult day so far.
Hey, no worries. You guys are killing it over there.
Yeah, you should have heard the interview. It was even worse. I feel my apologies to counsel.
Hey, Roswood, you're A+ in the book over here, sir. So I appreciate everything that you do.
I appreciate
No, thank
it.
you.
I have both females ready, Your Honor. Just ready to go down to down.
Okay, at your pleasure, Officer Roswood. Either one.
Stand on the black line there, state your name for the judge.
Michelle Morningstar.
Thank you, Ms. Morningstar. Good afternoon. You're here for case number 2006065, People State of Michigan versus Michelle Boy Morningstar. Counsel.
Driver on behalf of Ms. Michelle Morningstar, waive reading stand used. Morningstar has been advised of the constitutional right.
Thank you. The court waive formal reading. Enter a plea of not guilty. We'll get to the court date in a moment as to bond.
Mr. Bond, Your Honor, Ms. Morningstar, she does take different medications, Your Honor. Unfortunately, she has been diagnosed with AIDS. And that's tough. That's tough in the middle of the pandemic. It's tough to be like to incarcerate the detention center. Everybody's already quite damaged, so risking other things as well. I understand these are serious allegations, but they are not assault, Your Honor. I would be asking the court to consider sending the person to the line of the Morningstar.
And you said unemployed? Please mark her filed medical officer. Ms. Morningstar, these are very serious allegations. The court's entering a plea, waiving formal reading and information, enter a plea of not guilty, and scheduling 2 court dates. You must attend them both. Probable cause conference September the 30th, which is Wednesday. You have a right to a preliminary examination the following Monday, October the 5th, both at 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Jones. Both of those hearings, Ms. Morningstar, will be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for those hearings, but it's your responsibility to connect on time, understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Not guilty's been entered. Ms. Morningstar, the court takes consideration the information your attorneys provided in relation to bond, the nature of these charges, the lack of criminal convictions, or capious history. The information alleged in the investigator's report is concerning to the court regarding your intention to appear. It's alleged, ma'am, that you were at a bus station in the city of Detroit with a large amount of currency and alleged very large amount of illegal narcotics. And that gives the court concerns. It appears that you do not have ties, or you have ties of out of state, and that's very concerning to the court. And for that reason, you're to be fit with the GPS tether prior to release. There's absolutely no use of alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substance, and you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon. Is that all understood?
Yes, sir.
And the court notes the information alleged, which includes likelihood of conviction, which indicates likelihood of conviction. Given a lack of capious history, the nature of these allegations, the epidemic facing the nation, the information provided by counsel, bond will be set.
Okay.
5,510%. That's $550, ma'am. Make sure and make your court date, Miss Morningstar.
Okay, can I ask about I was not at a bus station.
Okay, you have an attorney that spoke for you, so be
Yeah.
careful what you say.
Okay.
You ask your attorney first.
Okay.
So, thank you, Officer. Ms. Morningstar, you are being recorded. You are being recorded. The only thing you should say right now, or ask right now, is a question about your court date or your bond, or a condition of your bond. Now, if you admit to anything, if you say anything, if you even bring up what's going on, it will be used against you.
I understand.
Anything further? Anything further, Miss Morningstar?
No, sir.
Good luck, ma'am.
Ms. Foster.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well, thank you. This is case 2004562, People State of Michigan versus Sarah Foster. State your name, ma'am.
Sarah Foster.
Thank you. Good afternoon, counselor.
Driver on behalf of Ms. Sarah Foster, wait for the release, and Ms. Foster to advise the constitutional right.
Court wait formal reading and her plea of not guilty, Ms. Foster. The court will give you a court date in a moment as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like the court to know, Ms. Foster does have significant ties to this community. She's a 29-year-old lifetime resident here in the city of Detroit. No part of criminal convictions, no part of criminal convictions. I'm unaware that she's been ever charged with a couple. Again, she's 29 years old. She's a certified nursing assistant. She's a high school graduate from the community. She does not take any medication. She's not on her way to the parole. And most importantly in this matter, Your Honor, understands that absolutely no consequence via social media either in person or third party. We would ask the court to consider setting personal bond on behalf of Ms. Foster. She does anticipate making all of her court dates and not be vigorous with us.
Thank you, counsel. Ms. Foster, attorney has advocated well on your behalf as always. The court is entering a not guilty plea waiving formal reading information. You have a court date pretrial scheduled October the 14th, which is Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Garrett. Ms. Foster, that will be heard via Zoom, which is an off-site streaming technology. You'll get information on how to connect for that hearing before you're released, but it's your responsibility to connect on time. Understood?
Okay, okay. So
Ms. Foster, the court takes a computer, phone, whatever. Yep, however, you'll get the information, but it's your responsibility to connect on time.
Our office will be reaching out to you as well, Ms. Foster.
And Ms. Foster, the court considers that your lack of capious history or criminal convictions, the court's aware of the serious nature of this allegation, the current epidemic facing the nation. You have ties to the community, the information alleged in investigators report and provided by your counsel. The court takes into consideration as well as your employment status as it relates to the ability to post bond. Ms. Foster, during this bond, you're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, no weapons, and absolutely no contact with Isaac Martin Furman. No contact means no contact of any kind. No contact orally, in writing, through a third person at his place of residency, employment, or through any forms of social media. No contact, period. Understood?
yes.
And based on the information alleged in the investigator's report, which gives concern regarding that individual's safety, you're to be fit with a GPS tether prior to release. Your bond is $10,000 personal bond. You're being released on a personal bond, Ms. Foster. You don't have to post any money. Listen to the court. Good luck. Officer, do we have any males or females at 40? Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No, you have any questions? Talk to me.
Okay, so you said a GPS tether.
I'll explain that.
I did.
I have to wear a tether?
Yes. Yep, you have to wear a tether, yep.
So I can go to work, right?
What hours of your work, what hours do you work?
I work from 12 to 8.
12 p.m. to 8 p.m.?
12 noon to 8 p.m.
There we go, 12 p.m. to 8
Is
p.m.
that Monday through Friday or weekends as well?
I don't have a set schedule. I work weekends as well. Like I'm off tomorrow. I work Friday at 5:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And then Saturday and Sunday I work to 12 noon to 8 p.m.
Okay, so Ms. Foster, the court's going to allow you to go to work only from 12 p.m. until 9 p.m. You're to be back in your home by 9 p.m. And that's only for work-related purposes. If you're not working, you're not to be out during those hours. So if you're out during those hours, that's a violation of the bond if you're not going to work. And it's likely that you'll get locked back up just for not listening to the court. So make sure and listen to the court. Does that make sense? But the court will allow you to go to work 12 till 9 p.m. So you could be home before 9 p.m. Is that enough time to get home? An hour?
I work on 13 miles in Evergreen. Yeah, that should be enough time.
Yeah, that's enough time. Yeah.
And Your Honor, I just want to double check.
It's only 20 minutes away.
Did you say you're working at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning this weekend?
I work on Friday. I go at 5:30 a.m.
Your Honor, when do you get off on Friday, ma'am? When do you get off on Friday, Ms. Foster?
1:30 p.m.
So can we adjust that for just Friday? Can you change the hours instead of 12 to 8?
From what?
4 a.m. to 2 p.m. to give an hour.
That's just this Friday, 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Friday only, and that's on September 25th. You're gonna have to adjust your schedule otherwise. If it's already scheduled date, the court will allow this Friday, otherwise it's 12 to 8, understood?
Thank you so much.
Okay, I got you. I'll talk.
All right, good luck, Ms. Foster. Good luck. And Officer Oswald, any males or females at 48 hours that can't wait till tomorrow?
We're all set, Your Honor.
Thank you as always for everything. Have a nice evening and be safe.
You as well, Your Honor. You as well. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You guys.
Thank you very much.